A tournament that is so impressively massive that it only continues to get bigger and bigger year over year. That's right, everyone. We are talking about Fargo, U16 and Junior Freestyle and Greco National Tournament. Every summer, literally thousands of wrestlers travel to Fargo, North Dakota for the chance to compete against some of the very best in the country, and the opportunity to be called a high school All-American. Now, most would assume a tournament that is this big and holds this much wrestling honor would only be for the best of the best, which, yes, there is a qualifying process where actually a lot of the field is looking to take home stop signs, but the Fargo qualifying process is surprisingly open if you just put yourself out there. And today we are talking about why the Great Tournament of Fargo is so awesome and why every young wrestler should try to wrestle there at least once. This is a slightly different style video than usual where we are actually talking about something that is helping the sport grow, so if you like it, please let me know in the comment section below, along with hitting that like button. But for now, let's dive into the reasons why I think Fargo is just so amazing. For starters, I think the idea of representing your state in general is one amazing reason to try and head to Fargo. You literally get training camps with some of the best wrestlers in your state. You make bonds that last a lifetime with other wrestlers you might never have gotten a chance to see otherwise. And for most states, you then get to road trip and then wrestle in your state's singlet. There's literally no other tournament where this happens besides, well, the Freestyle Duel Series, but from an individual standpoint, this is it. There is your, of course, Super 32s or NHSCAs or a bunch of other tournaments where you gain points for your state, but there is no training together or purposely trying to win for the overall state. It just doesn't really happen that often and is for sure a reason to travel out to Fargo, North Dakota. I mean, who doesn't want to show a little state pride every once in a while? Another massive reason I started talking about earlier in the video is the level of talent you'll see at Fargo. Again, you do have to qualify, but there is still fringe wrestlers that get in. But still, the chances you'll get to wrestle someone better than you or to wrestle high level competition that you would not get inside your state borders is a massive pro as well. Plus, you will get front row tickets to the finals if you don't do so well, and I've never met a serious high school wrestler that didn't do well somewhere and then didn't try harder to get better for their next opportunity. Overall, just a huge opportunity for growth whether you take first or go 2-2. I mean, look at Bo Bassett for example. The one year he didn't make the world team for U17s, he went to Fargo and took fourth. He kept getting better and better, and now he's beating college and senior level wrestlers and making the U20 world team. And I think most would probably pick him to win 144 or 150 here at Fargo too. Now, a big topic for any Fargo dads out there that they might be bringing up already is the cost associated with going to Fargo. And I even have some good talking points about that as well. No matter which way you shake it, Fargo is expensive. And it probably continued to get more and more expensive after I left my high school scene, which was a good amount of years ago at this point. I also don't know what the cost associated for a team like Michigan to travel to Fargo is compared to Ohio or PA where I've lived for a good amount of time. However, next time you think to yourself, I don't want to go to Fargo and potentially do bad because it's all this money, I think you're sort of missing the point. If you're looking for that exact point, I did just describe it a few minutes ago in this video. Secondly, let's actually break it down from a monetary standpoint. To my understanding, or at least how I hope it is compared to my experience, is that most states break it down to a final cost to be on the Fargo team once you qualify. The price is and does seem very steep to most. However, you need to consider this includes the individual wrestlers' transportation to the tournament, a week-long training camp before the tournament, which a lot of states bring in some high-level coaches for, so you're getting a lot of value there compared to a 3-hour camp that's still going to cost you a lot as well, where you just leave afterwards. Their hotel is covered for in this price, which if you do both styles is a week long in a hotel, which aren't the cheapest anymore. Plus, it is an entry fee for a week-long tournament where if you do well, you get double-digit matches, or even if you don't, you're still going to get 4 high-level matches. Also, how could I forget to mention the gear some of these wrestlers get, with some states really balling out with what they give these kids. For them normally to just trade away anyway, but that's besides the point. Either way, at the end of the day, for a family to pay for this themselves and not go through the state booking everything, probably would come out to a pretty similar price at the end of the day anyway. Either way, in my mind, Fargo is such a growth experience, and I honestly speak from experience as well. I went and was better for my next opportunity and learned so much after every match I competed in there. It really grew my love for the sport to have high-level coaches from colleges or top clubs in my corner. I recruit wrestlers now, and it's so cool to see them coming back happier and more energized as wrestlers after it. And it is just so much fun to see because Fargo just continues to grow bigger and bigger. And even if you didn't qualify for Fargo this year, it will continue to be the tournament that people will have goals for summer over summer, and it always gives wrestlers something to work for. Now, with all that said, I'm sure most of you didn't need to know why Fargo was worth it. But for those who did, and for those who stuck around this long, thank you all very much for listening. If you have your own thoughts, please let me know in the comment section below, along with hitting those like and subscribe buttons. Now, with all that said, take care, everybody.